let me level with you here. If you're watching this video, there is a decent chance that your business finances are, how do we say this? A little bit messy, a little bit disorganized. Okay, it's all right. I'll come clean with you. Actually, every single person pretty much on the planet, with the exception of like a handful of really, really unusual people, everyone has their business finances disorganized. So you don't have to worry about it or feel bad about it. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through a 3-step process that you can take to actually get yourself organized and stop turning this from like a great big snowball and this big task of like hanging and looming over your head. I'm gonna walk you through the 3 steps that you need to follow to get your finances organized so you can actually feel good and ultimately get yourself back to increasing your company's net profit. So your business finances are probably a little bit of a mess. And what you're gonna do to get them organized is open Spotify. And you're gonna say, what? What does that have to do with anything? Trust me, there is a logic to all of this. So you're gonna go and you're gonna choose a theme song. I like the I Miss Me More song. I like the Rocky song. You can choose pretty much any song that you want, but this is gonna be your theme song for getting yourself organized, all right? So pick what it is, and you're gonna play this song. You can choose 1, 2, or 3 times. And any single time that this song comes on, you're going to actually go and step 1, gather up the materials that you need. So you're gonna do it in 2 different stages. First, you're actually gonna physically look for anything that's come in the mail, anything that's like piled up in stacks of papers around your house, something that's in this like back filing cabinet around there. All you're gonna do is gather things up. You're gonna look all the way around the house and you're gonna put it together in a pile, in a stack, okay? When the song is over, if you've kind of made it through your allotment, you're done, you're free, okay? You don't come back until the next day or the next time that you assign yourself this particular song. Okay, next time what you're gonna do is tackle what's on your computer, what's on your laptop. And again, you're just gathering right now. So what you're doing is going through all of your old emails and you're just trying to filter through and sort through and gather up any bank statements you received, receipts, customer invoice, all kinds of random things that are sitting in your emails. You're gonna go and cull through all of the different folders that you have. You're gonna create one new folder that's just called your business finances. And you're gonna just truly be gathering things in the same idea of what you did with the papers where you just stacked it together in a file. You're gonna do the exact same thing, but put it all together into a folder, okay? So step 1 is go gather your stuff, physical as well as on your computer. Now, step 2, what you're gonna do is pull all the pieces together into one single spot. So you're trying to get one view of everything. You can use either Microsoft Excel for this or Google Sheets, but really you're just trying to put together one spreadsheet to put everything into a single spot, all right? And there's not a perfectly right or a perfectly wrong way of doing this because everyone is gonna have different papers they combined all together. What you're trying to do is to get everything in one single view in front of you, okay? So then that way you can start to categorize and you can say, what are all of these various documents in front of me and how do I start to make sense of them? And generally you're gonna find that things fall for the most part into one of 2 categories. You're gonna find that things are either categorized as things pertaining to your customers. So maybe those are contracts with them, their invoices, their materials that are associated with the support you provide to your customers and how they're paying you. And they're gonna be things that pertain to money leaving your company. So whether that is specific expenses, receipts, invoices, things going out the door to your business, pretty much everything is going to be combined in revenue or an expense pile or kind of a listing on this particular spreadsheet. Now, chances are you're actually going to have a 3rd bucket of random miscellaneous things. This might be your incorporation papers. This might be, a particular filing that you need to do for a particular regulatory body. There's going to be a miscellaneous pile. That's okay. As part of your sorting, as part of your, you went through that gather phase, that was step 1. Step 2 is where you're sorting it. So you're kind of just getting a view of categorizing all these documents into customer, expense, and other, okay? So those are going to be the 3 things that you're going to do. And then finally, step 3 is where you're gonna pause and you're gonna say, what is it that I'm trying to accomplish? If you're trying to get your business finances organized, what exactly are you trying to accomplish with it being organized? And that might seem like an unusual question, but really, what is it that you want to accomplish? Do you have a specific tax filing? Do you have a specific requirement to record something or submit something to the government? If not, the question becomes, again, what are you trying to accomplish by quote unquote organizing your business finances? And this is the problem where people can end up on step 3 spinning and spinning and spinning because they're maybe not understanding all of the information that are in these 3 sorted piles and realizing if it's not a mandated requirement to submit something, then the reason you're ultimately organizing is to give yourself more clarity on how you can increase your company's revenue or ultimately increase your company's bottom line net profit. So you want to be looking at those 3 stacks of papers from the lens of, so what and how am I going to use this information? What and how am I getting organized for? How is getting organized helping me achieve what my ultimate goal is? Okay, so that might seem like an unusual 3rd step, but sometimes whenever we're feeling this overwhelm and this anxiety, it's that there's not an actual task that we need to complete, or we're not clear on what the task is that we need to complete. So you want to kind of think through, like, am I just feeling overwhelmed about my business in general and unclear about where I'm trying to go? And this is manifesting by feeling like all these papers don't make any sense to me? If so, again, pause and just realize, when you're running a business, you are trying to find a way to increase your final profit. So how do these 3 stacks of papers help you do that? And you'll find that it's actually probably less overwhelming than you realize. Any of the government agencies that need information, they will track you down. They will make sure that that information is submitted and is filed. So if you're still feeling anxiety about things being disorganized, really a common reason is because you don't feel like you have a decent plan of where it is you're trying to go and how all of this activity that you're involved in through your business, because really these 3 stacks of paper represent all the activity that you and your company are involved in. It's probably symptomatic of what you never really imagined, which is a lack of a plan and a lack of very clear vision of where you're trying to financially take your business, okay? So that is step 3. So you got it. Step 1, go gather. Step 2, sort into 3 piles. Step 3, file what you have to file, but ultimately ask yourself the question of where you're going and what you're trying to accomplish by getting yourself quote unquote organized, okay? You got this.